Good morning, YouTube. This is Tack with Euro.American.Passion, up with another build, another Harbor Freight build. And that build is the welding table, Chicago electric welding table. Part number is going to be the 61369. It's already been assembled, but I'm going to actually give you a quick little illustration of what it takes to build them. So without any further ado, the build was pretty simple. Each one took about 20 minutes to build, and that was because of the fact that I didn't use the instructions. But they're pretty sturdy for something coming from Harbor Freight. They're pretty sturdy. There was a couple of things that I didn't too much agree with, but I will go through and give you a quick little video of how all this went about. First things first, the legs come here, and then the one back there, and then you have what I call the little tree, upside down tree that goes up, which has the actual adjuster screwed into it. All these screws were pretty self-explanatory. Once you lined everything up, it's obvious which screw it takes. And the reason why I say that is because of the length of the screw. I will tell you one thing I didn't like was when you had to screw in these, sometimes they're powder coated, so you had to kind of chafe it through, and it wanted to try to kill the threads, so to speak, if you know what I mean. So take your time. What I did was, before I actually screw them in, I take them and I come through this way so I can actually clear out the powder coating. Another thing is, it seems very simple to build, but I didn't too much agree with the fact that I still have one that's loose. I got some screws that's loose right here. I didn't agree with the fact that everything had nylon washers. If you have a welding table and they have nylon washers, seems kind of odd because the plastic in the nylon would actually heat up enough and melt it down. But hey, that's just my point. Some of the other things that I found out that I didn't too much care about was these are flathead Phillip head screws that screw in here like that. I just kind of felt that they should have already had these countersunked and maybe welded and smooth over, so that way you can plug from the bottom without having to screw them in. The actual stoppers or braces for your piece of metal to sit on them, they're very easy. They pull up or they go down with the actual help or the assistance of these. You just loosen them up, and when you loosen them up, they go down. Unfortunately, I put this one in a little different, so you have to actually let this side down first before you can let that side down. It's not a bad build. And like I said, for what I paid, it's very sturdy. It's going to actually take care of what I need. But I will say, when it comes to 7 out of 10 for the assembly, I will give it a 3. But when it comes to, meaning that it was pretty easy to put together, strength and I would say the ability to be able to use your own projects, to use it for your own projects, I would give it a 7. There's some things that you can actually do to make it better. You can't use pretty heavy metal because you're using just this one arm instead of bringing up these two legs up higher to kind of give it a little bit more structural integrity up here. And then you just pivot off of those. But this one arm is just the same strength as the legs. So if you have something pretty heavy, just be prepared. But like I said, overall, coming from Harbor Freight, I think it's probably one of the better Harbor Freight products. I really like Harbor Freight. I like Northern Tool. I pretty much buy any tool that's actually of a good value. I just do my research before I actually purchase it. So, and then of course, if I get any discounts. But anyway, this is the Central Chicago Electric welding table, adjustable welding table that is, and that number is going to be 61369. 61369. And once again, like I said, this is a very easy table to build. I don't think anyone with any type of experience should have any issues. Just take your time and it would actually assemble itself pretty easy. Everything lined up. And then you can go from there. So this is TAC. I'm actually representing Euro.American.Passion. And we will talk to you later. God bless. Stay positive and continue to fight COVID.